Well, shit, I can't. Oh.
You don't think that's true? What I'm saying though.
Oh, that people don't.
Appreciate the little things in life.
I think that they mostly should, but that they're often not living the moment, and also.
Yeah, live in the freaking moment. Look, I mean, look at the freaking stars.
Yeah, but what if we have like.
If people start appreciating the little things in life,
Okay,
they'll be a lot more happy.
Okay, what about Ryan the other night? He hasn't been working. He was kicked out of his house because by his girlfriend's family, because they say he's getting drunk and he won't get a job. They want him to work and get a job and be productive, and he won't do it. And he was left out sitting on the street, not knowing what to do. Was do you think that and what if we hadn't brought him here? Do you think he would have appreciated the small things, or he would have felt just like kind of like he did? Like it's hard to contemplate because
I mean, tell you the truth, that was his own decision. Nobody else.
His own decision. What?
That doesn't want to work. That he wants to drink. That's his own personal decision. Nobody forced him to do that.
Yeah, they did.
Who?
The sick society we live in did, Alexy. The society did. Society is guilty. Society is guilty of it all, not us. Not him, not Joe, not you.
Maybe I'm different. I do believe you need to.
Because you're a company man, Alexy.
I'm not a company man.
You haven't broken out of the mindset yet.
I'm not a company man.
You're still, yeah, you are. You're judging people.
cannot-
You're judging Ryan for saying he got it coming to him. Joe has it coming to him, and
you explained to me why what happened to him, and that's what happened to him.
Maybe they should be a little more loving. Did that occur to you? Maybe they failed. Maybe society failed him. Maybe he shouldn't have to go and work at a shitty job and be miserable. Do you think he's going to really, you think he'll be able to quit drinking, going and spending 8 hours at a miserable thing? He doesn't give him any sort of joy when he'd rather be doing music or something, but he can't. Do you think human beings came down under these stars to serve a brutal machine? Do you think that thousands of years ago, when we were born in a tribe, that we had to go run around and?
I do know we were built to work as a community. If you don't want to do work as a community, you seen that video I showed you? I put on your Facebook.
What's the one?
The one that how animals interact with each other as a community.
Oh no, I didn't. We'll have to check it out.
Like when a bat doesn't have a good night from drinking and getting.
Oh yeah, I saw that movie. Yeah, I did see it.
But
I did see it.
If that bat does not return the favor, he will not get that next time. So
Right.
it is an animal thing
to kick people out because he hasn't done enough for us, and so
yes, it is very. It is.
So we have. I thought it was opposite. I thought they actually support each other when they're having.
They do support each other when they support.
So then, how come they kick him out on the street when he's down? Kick a brother when he's down, or help him?
No, not during the first. Rewatch the video, Todd. If you don't.
If they don't make their way, then they kick him out. Okay, so we have to get rid of the bad guys. The bad ones not supporting, and we have to like make sure that they suffer. The bad ones. Is that what you're saying?
They're the ones suffering themselves.
All right.
They're the ones.
Anyway, thank you, Alexy, for all the. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I appreciate the candid conversation. It's really nice, but like, I mean.
Maybe I'm harsh. Maybe I'm very harsh. But I feel like I cannot. If people don't want to help themselves, then I cannot help them. That's all I'm saying.
What about the idea of holism versus separatism? Didn't we agree that the whole?
If you're not being very whole when you don't want to help yourself, you're actually separating from yourself. So how can I be whole with somebody when they don't want to be whole with themselves? I'm still going to treat nice to them. I'm not going to.
How in what way? How will you be nice to them? How will you be caring?
Treat them with respect.
What is respect? What's the difference in love and respect? What is respect, actually? Can you define respect versus love?
Respect is not calling them name calling and treat them decently, like how.
So you mean like society requires, like not to call them fatso and slob and retard? That's respect. Not putting your feet on the table, but you can like casually like tell your buddy, hey, look at that fucking dickhead, or you can say, hey, the cops are taking.
That's not being respectful.
You can say the.
I didn't say that. I did.
You can say, okay. What about if the cops take them away because they're a low down good for nothing and they're dirty and they're embarrassing the kids when you're having a nice dinner and they were looking in the window and they take them off and you say, oh God, this is one of those guys, you know, sorry kids. Is that how you do it? I mean, how do you do it?
I just told you.
What's love? How you supposed to respect people or love? What is the rule? What is the rule? Love or respect?
The rule is whatever you want your rule to be.
What do you want the rule to be?
I want the rule to be is I treat people respect and treat back people.
So respect only, no love. So like if you don't pull your own way, if you come up lacking,
Well,
respect,
I do
okay,
expect.
respect only respect. That means we'll respect you, but don't ask for me for any favors if you ever need something, brother, because I'm not your brother. I respect you, but you're just like a citizen.
Have
I won't treat you with love. I'll treat you with respect. I won't call you names. I won't make fun of you. I'll say he's an upstanding member of society, but he's fallen on hard times. If something happens, or do you want love instead? Love or respect? What do you want? Do you want love or do you want respect?
What do I mean?
What do you want, love or you want respect?
Well, from people I care about, love, and people.
Well, how do you divide who you care about? I mean, you only care about certain people. Your mother? Do you really care?
Well,
about...
it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's hard to care people that you don't know the way the people you do care about.
What does that say? It again.
It's hard to care for somebody when I mean
it's hard to care for someone.
No, well, it's I'm caring for humanity. Okay, it's hard. It's harder to take care of somebody when you don't know them, when you care for somebody that you actually know.
How do you know people?
How do I know people?
Mm-hmm.
Being around them.
And so, like, you can care, say, for the people around versus someone that you meet who's a stranger. You don't like strangers. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say I don't like strangers.
Yeah, but you can love. You don't love strangers. You love people you know, but stranger you don't love. That's kind of what you're saying. There's a difference between those that you.
Look, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be an asshole to him, but it's kind of. I'm just being honest. Love's an emotion. I mean, I have no problem with the guy. The guy's be silent. I'll be respectful, nice. And if he has something, he's got something to do. I could try to help out.
What if what he needed most of all was love?
Was love.
What if he needed love?
Maybe I'm just a cold-hearted bastard, Todd. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I didn't say that.
One thing I know is I'm not a very affectionate person. Maybe that's just me, but I do try to help people out. I do try to care. And I feel like.
Who do you try to care for most?
The most?
Mm-hmm. How do you show it?
Well, pretty much anytime anybody asks for me anything, I try to do my best.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? Like, what do you?
When somebody asks me.
Like, what if they're having a hard time? If they say, be patient,
you'll
be patient?
Well, look, for example, my friend Devin. I was about to leave right out but I stayed with him a couple hours because he was not doing well in this trip. I left him until.
Oh, that's true. That was a good one.
So I mean, I make sure people are okay before I move on to do.
And that sounds good.
I'm not the most affectionate guy. I'm not gonna say hug me and stuff like that. I'm more of like, let's talk about, let's get it out. That's more me, but.
Yeah, that's all right. I guess if it's okay for you.
That's fine.
But maybe maybe you'd have a more affectionate life if you were more affectionate. Maybe girls would be more affectionate to you if you were affectionate and didn't just talk about fucking them.
I didn't say that.
You did. The other day you were saying to Joe, well, that girl want to fuck me. She wants to fuck me.
Yeah, okay,
and she said,
I wasn't.
But does it make it?
It does make a big difference when I was influenced. I was influenced by drugs.
Oh, drugs are bad? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying drugs are influence you in a bad way, Alexy?
I didn't say that.
You just said you.
You perceive that.
Okay,
as bad.
okay. What do you mean?
You perceive that. As
Okay,
bad.
what do you mean by influenced by drug in a good way then?
I'm just saying I was influenced by a substance.
In a good way.
Not good, not bad. I was just horny because I was on Molly. Is that bad or good? Or just fucking neutral? Who knows?
I knew.
Okay. Is it bad because I was horny off Molly, dog?
Yeah. First of all, yes, because you're not horny off Molly. You're horny. You're horny in general. Molly does not make you horny.
Holy shit! Yeah, it does.
Well, it makes you feel like drawn to other people, and if you have some kind of like sexual desire, it might make that come up to the surface. But the idea of say making love to a girl versus thinking of her, I think the discussion, Alexy, to be honest. Oh, frick! Hey,
Got her.
you got her. Cool. Anyway, we'll talk about it more later. I feel like I'm putting you on the spot. I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, like.
Unless you want to finish, it's up to you. If you want to, have the last word. Just close. Because you're the one talking. I'm just like an interviewer here.
Okay. When somebody's being drunk, is them or them being drunk idiot? It's them just being drunk idiots. It's totally different.
Yeah, but you should know better about psychedelics, Alexy. They bring even alcohol brings us the truth, but psychedelics. If I said to a girl, if you weren't even talking, you're talking to us, saying, does that mean I can fuck her? Not can I have a conversation with her? Blah blah blah.
I was having a conversation with her.
I don't. Maybe I should ask Joe because I don't know if I wasn't probably paying attention. I'm not known to pay attention.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, you know better than I do.
It's ultimately my fault. I admit that because it was me. But
I just don't like put it on the drugs because I think the drugs are good for you. And on the record,
you want to hear my personal opinion about drugs? They're neither good or bad. They're just substances.
I think I agree in a way with you on that, but I think that
if we perceive them good and bad, then.
Psychedelics were sent to us by
I'm not. No,
by the spirit.
Did I say that they were bad? No, I didn't. No. I just think they're a substance. Like I don't think it depends on the person and how they react on the substance. If it's good or bad.
I don't agree.
Okay, you don't.
I definitely don't agree because a lot of people would have a bad reaction because life is fucking bullshit right now, and the people. It accentuates what's there somewhat, so they start to recognize the truth, and they wake up, but that's a very painful process, especially when they realize that they're part in it. That when they see the blood all over their hands and they wake up and realize how fucking shitty they were, that's freaking pretty unpleasant, as a person or as a society. Either one, it's not nice to know that you're a Nazi. You wake up and find, oh, my daddy's a Nazi and I'm a Nazi. And I actually work in a gas chamber. I didn't even know that. That's a horrible realization.
So you carry your father's sin.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Collective guilt. No,
I don't believe that.
Okay, don't believe it.
I believe that.
Okay, you carry your own. And yours and your father's are the same because we don't break the cycle. If you don't break the cycle, then you're bound to repeat it, and that's what everybody does.
I believe your father's sins are your father's sins, and that they don't have to do with you. Your own sins are your own sins. You don't carry other people's sins.
Would you like to go up and watch some videos right now, and I can show you how our sins right now of our country are resulting in the death and suffering of people around the world.
I know we're bombing the shit out of people, no least.
And so we're responsible for that, and it's on our watch. What are we doing about it? What are you doing about it? Do you really care? What are you going to do about it?
What I'm going to do about it?
Yeah. So that you don't have to make yourself be responsible for it.
I'll vote people out that are doing that.
Huh?
I'll vote people out that are doing that.
That's not enough.
It's better than what most people are doing. At least people are voting in these assholes.
I know that it sounds good, but in history, that's never been enough. Radical action is the only thing that can save you, Alexy. Trust me. Only radical action can save you.
I cannot be responsible for all the idiots of the world. If they want to be idiots, let them be idiots.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm just saying. You say you don't want to judge, but if you judge these idiots,
okay, I'm gonna give you 10.
I'm just saying.
Close up with 15 seconds. I have to go to the bathroom.
All right, but I'm just saying, if people want to be dumbasses, we have free will. I guess let them be dumbasses, and hopefully they'll eventually figure out on their own.
Thank you, Lexi. As usual, a good close. Talk to you upstairs.
Maybe I'm. Is this thing